Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done. Da, 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 da. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call Fight Hype Floyd's mouthpiece. And we know that Floyd always wants things on his terms, so he's going to formally announce it whenever he's ready to. But according to Pacquiao, they are happy with where they're at right now with this deal, and having the confirmation from Floyd that the fight is going to be a real fight. Again, September 19th on Netflix at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Is this fight going to happen September 19th?
Well, both of us signed the agreement, real fight, and both of us received the advance. So there's no reason that this fight will not postpone.
What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT, because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8th division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades.
The pressure surrounding Floyd Mayweather reached a breaking point when a firm deadline forced him into a corner. For a moment, it looked like his legacy might take a serious hit if he failed to respond. Then, just in time, he broke his silence and signaled that the fight was back in motion. That response alone shifted the entire narrative, pulling fans back from the edge of disappointment.
Pacquiao says the fight is on. Right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine.
Veteran journalist Lance Pugmire confirmed that negotiations are indeed legitimate, though Mayweather continues to keep things deliberately unclear. On the very day of the deadline, Floyd reacted to an Instagram post, later deleted but reportedly verified, claiming the fight had been finalized.
Mayweather says, Manny Pacquiao says, here's a quote to Lance Pugmire, to the left, the fight is on. Mayweather says, this is not true. He also adds that when everything is worked out, he will share it with a boxing news outlet that he is close to. So that's what Floyd Mayweather says about Manny Pacquiao, quote, saying the fight is on. But like I said, it's a lot of twists and turns. And I'm sure we're going to get to the bottom line. I'm sure we're going to get to the destination where they are fighting. But it's going to be a bumpy ride because they had a deadline. Manny Pacquiao's quoted, fight is on. Mayweather saying, this is not true.
His response contradicted that claim, stating it wasn't true yet, while hinting that official confirmation would come through Fight Hype once everything was finalized. It was a classic Mayweather move, say just enough to keep attention high, but not enough to settle anything. Behind the scenes, however, things appear more concrete. According to Pugmire, Manny Pacquiao's camp has received direct acknowledgement from Mayweather's side. The bout is expected to be a full professional rematch, not just an exhibition. Same venue, same date, everything aligning as if the fight has already been structured, waiting only for formal announcement.
I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done, da 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 da. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call Fight Hype Floyd's mouthpiece, but he definitely chooses to talk to Fight Hype first and foremost. And so I think that they want to put their own spin on this and report it their own way. That's fine. And we know that Floyd always wants things on his terms, so he's going to formally announce it whenever he's ready to. But according to Pacquiao, they are happy with where they're at right now with this deal, and having the confirmation from Floyd that the fight is going to be a real fight. Again, September 19th on Netflix at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Still, not everyone is buying the narrative at face value. Paulie Malignaggi offered a sharp and somewhat mocking take on the situation. He pointed out that most of the updates have come from Manny's side announcing disputes, mentioning legal issues, then suddenly declaring the fight is back on. Meanwhile, Mayweather remains largely quiet, raising questions about why only one side seems to be driving the conversation.
Pacquiao become the spokesperson. First he said there's a problem. He's the one who announced that there was a problem. Then he announces that the fight is on. There's only one side is always talking. No, he's the one that said that listen, he's saying it's an exhibition. Did Floyd ever say, listen, I know that the rumor was Floyd wanted an exhibition.
No, Floyd did it in an interview. It was the week of in Las Vegas when
But then Pacquiao said, no,
when Ryan fought.
Pacquiao made announcements, no, they're not going to be a fight if it's not a real fight. Then now he's announcing the fight is on. Floyd never made any announcement afterwards. It reminds me of when Jake LaMotta was talking to his wife in Raging Bull. Who made you an authority? Well, all of a sudden you're an authority. Who made you?
He is half of this fight.
Well, yeah, but he's not the whole fight.
He's also one of the promoters as well.
At the same time, Malignaggi doesn't dismiss the possibility that this is all intentional. In fact, he leans toward the idea that both fighters might be working together behind the scenes. According to him, the drama unfolding could be a calculated promotional strategy.
Floyd's just staging this for views. I think Floyd knows he's going to do a real fight. And I think this is all just staging to get us talking, get people talking, get people hyped up for the fight. It keeps it in the press. It keeps it in everybody's minds because, it's a fight that's still months away. So it could easily just get announced and then nobody talks about it. But instead, this kind of thing has us talking about it literally every single week right now. And so it is doing a promotional job on it. In the end, we're going to get the narrative, Floyd had to still fight. He had to commit to the fight even though he didn't want to. And it's going to get everybody opinion talking. Floyd didn't want to fight. You see, he was scared. And then the Floyd fans are going to say, nah, he was always going to do the fight. He was just holding out for more money.
He even suggested that at some point, the two could simply connect, agree on financial splits, possibly involving big names like Jay-Z, and finalize the deal in one move. If true, everything fans are seeing now could just be part of a carefully staged buildup.
I think the fight is a fight. Everybody knows it's a fight. And I think I wouldn't even be shocked if Floyd called Manny and be like, bro, you play your part, I'll play my part. Make like you're going to cause me problems. I'll play the part like I don't want it to be a real
I'll tell
fight.
you why that part. Listen, the rest of it, I think you're actually right. That part,
this is going to happen as a fight.
Manny wouldn't play along. You
don't think so?
No way. Absolutely not. Manny would not play along. He's a Christian. He's not going to lie to the public
like
that.
Come on, get out!
Even with that speculation, there are clear signs that Mayweather has at least re-engaged in serious discussions, yet his pattern remains unchanged. A deleted post here, a vague statement there, it all adds to the mystery. On the other side, Manny Pacquiao has been far more direct. He has made it clear that, from his perspective, the fight is not in danger of being cancelled. However, he has also openly questioned why Mayweather is hesitant to confirm the agreement publicly if everything is already in place.
Think is the holdup on his side, on his camp side, because a lot of people are saying at 50-0 he's trying to protect his legacy. That's why he doesn't want to make it into a formal fight. What do you think is the holdup from the Mayweather camp?
I don't know what his drama right now, but he knows, and I know that he knows that what he signed.
Yeah.
I mean, a real fight, and we get our advance, then that's it. I mean, we're waiting for the big day, September 19th.
Pacquiao has also revealed that he isn't relying solely on this one outcome. He claims to have backup plans ready. If Mayweather fails to show up or continues delaying, Manny says he has alternative fights lined up for the same date, September 19th. That level of preparation suggests he's not willing to be left waiting indefinitely.
I don't have a problem with that because we have a plan B, plan C.
Okay.
But the thing is, if he don't fulfill his commitment to this agreement, he will face the consequences. The consequence that he's going to face is not really easy.
Okay.
It's going to be a big problem for him, not for me, because I'm ready. I'm willing to fight. So we have plan B, plan C. So we're not worried about. But still, that date. I have a schedule.
Adding another layer to the story is Pacquiao's reported involvement with Mayweather's former gym. While he hasn't directly addressed the situation, his actions speak volumes. With rumors circulating about unpaid dues affecting the gym staff, Manny's quiet takeover has been interpreted by many as a symbolic power move. Beyond that, he has expressed ambitions to expand gym facilities across the United States, further strengthening his influence outside the ring.
Pacquiao Mayweather is one of the biggest rivalries in sports competition. You bought, or in the process of buying a gym that was owned by Floyd Mayweather out in Hollywood. Is that like real beef, or is that just like a good business type thing? Because that's like Kendrick Lamar times Drake type beef type stuff right there. You buying someone's gym.
I think it just happened that the place is so nice.
Okay.
In the center of the business, and it's available. So why not? Our plan is to put up Pacquiao Prime Boxing. So not only in LA, but all over America.
The rivalry has also reignited on a personal level. Pacquiao has taken direct aim at Mayweather's undefeated record, arguing that it doesn't automatically make him the greatest of all time. He emphasized his own achievements, including winning world titles across multiple decades, as a stronger measure of greatness. Unlike Floyd, Manny insists he prefers to let fans decide where he stands rather than declaring himself the best.
But what I can say is, like, he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT, because he can't claim, he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8th division, and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair high. Your chair is high already, man.
I mean,
that's it. And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades.
Yeah, it's pretty good.